So this is the sixth season of House. How excited are you? What can we look forward to in this sixth season?
Death. Yeah.
I'm not watching it if it's death.
Really? But it's always death. There's always death in House. No, I mean it's always been a good combination of really dark humor, and House is a comedic character. He's really funny, but there's always a method to his madness. There's always there's a reason behind what what he's doing and why he does it. So it's just intriguing to watch. I think it's an intriguing show. I watched a bit of season 5 last night. I was like, okay, well, I've got to watch this. There was a couple of episodes I missed. Yeah. And it's good not to not work on it for a while and watch it. And I'm like, wow, it's just a really good show. It's really well written, and they approach a lot of different issues, and they approach it with sometimes cynicism, but always with a good hearty dose of reality. I think they pose some questions which I think the audience can ponder and mull over, and that's what I like about the show. The ethics and the morals that are sort of raised.
Well, obviously you guys are doing something right, because you're shown in 66 countries, and last year was the most watched show in the world. Did you hear that statistic?
Yeah, it did.
Is that crazy?
It's amazing, but that's great that it crosses so many boundaries. I think if there's something that people are relating to, and I think it is, it's a question about humanity. Do you know what I mean? It could be set anywhere really, but the questions that are raised in House are universal, and that's what people are obviously responding to. So it's great.
So at the end of season 5, you finally get your girl, Dr. Cameron, but do you think that maybe she's still got a thing for House? Maybe she had a crush on House,
Yeah, well, she does. That's the thing. There's always me? The character?
No, your character, not you.
Yeah, I think that's always gonna be a question. That's always gonna be hanging there a little bit. That plays out in season 6. That stuff they continue to explore our marriage, our relationship, where it leads, and there's some fun stuff coming up.
And also that when you get the scripts, obviously a lot of the illnesses and diseases they're real tongue twisters. I know you're an actor and that's what you do, but sometimes you get the script and you think, what the hell?
Yeah, well, not really. I don't say medical words every day, but I know sometimes it's tough. And it's so cerebral, it's so heady. All the logical method of deduction, science is just, it's so rigid almost. But I mean, we like to jazz and free flow. It is like watching people, play experimental jazz when we're doing a differential diagnosis. It's great to watch on the show, but to shoot it's really it's quite mind-numbing. But there's always personal stuff that goes on in the differential diagnosis. There's always a House comment about some character doing something, committing adultery, or some sarcastic comment, and they just do it really well. It's fun to play.
One last quick question, a bit of trivia. I read that when your agent first told you about House, and it was a medical drama, you're like, I just prefer to go to a bar, quite frankly. I don't want to do a medical drama. Is that true?
It was, but only because the character was, at the time I was 24, 25, and the character was like late 30s, American. I was like, why am I know I was kind of sick of going in for stuff I wasn't right for. Yeah. Well, no, I loved it, but I was like, I'm not right for this, this is not, I think it's great writing. And, they said, well, no, things change, because normally in the UK, if they want someone late 30s, they don't change it to young 20. They're quite rigid about it. So, but they were like, well, no, it's America. They're gonna, if you go in, they like you, they'll change it for you. And I'm like, what? Okay, well, I guess I better go in. Lucky I did. Back in the nets.